Aloha, and guess who we have here? We have two what we call graduates from the Earth Academy Retreats. And we do fasting and detoxification at, well, as much as people can handle. So we've got, like I said, two graduates here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to see people, you know, just have the space to be able to unwind from, I call the matrix, which of course is really busy. So out here at the sanctuary, just like we're looking outside here, what a beautiful sight to be able to see the ocean, the colors, breathe the fresh air, and just get away from a lot of the digital interface too, the Wi-Fi, because we don't really allow any of that stuff here, because I know what it does to me and I know what it does to people. So, and Eva's been here 2 times. Right. And she brought her husband here. So anyways, let me hand the mic over to them, and we'll go ladies first.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Cassar.
You're welcome.
Well, hi, I am Yeva. My first experience here back in July was so life-changing. It was just life-changing is the best way to describe it. And I did an interview, and then I went back to Atlanta, Georgia. And then as weeks passed by, I was able to just comprehend and be more aware of all the impact that was happening here during the first time I was here. And it was just, again, life-changing would be the best way to describe it. I will let my husband speak more about his experience this time. So I wanted to actually bring, there was a difference, how do I say, like being on the different pages when I returned home. And I've heard from other participants in the first retreat that whenever they go back to their husbands or boyfriends, from the ladies' point of view, that it could be somewhat challenging, because we get so much education here, we learn so much, we experience so much. It's like incredible, like Dr. Cassar mentioned, graduates, and we go back to the family, to the environment, and it's same old there. So it's and of course I would try to talk and try to educate. However, words cannot describe or fully convey the whole experience here. So that's how I got an idea of coming back here with my husband together. That way we both would be on the same page, we both will be more aware, we both will learn and experience. And with the protocols, I should mention that they were more in depth, and they were more, I was able to grasp and to do so much more this time, because the first time I was feeling more weak. So this time it was an incredible journey, going through it together, of course. Yeah. With your help and with the help of the whole, everybody here, the whole team is incredibly helpful and willing to help, willing to suggest, willing to just take care of us, make sure that our, as participants, experience here is wonderful and fabulous. Everybody from Mark, who is like the best chef in the world, to Christine, who's just been absolutely wonderful. Well, of course, you know, the compliments go to Dr. Cassar with his just brilliance.
Oh, thank you.
And so this time I am this feels complete, like the mission which started on the first retreat. Now it feels more complete, because we were able to come here with my husband to bring awareness, to learn, to educate, to get spirituality to a different place. And it's life-changing for both of us as a family, and that's the biggest joy and the biggest benefit of this.
Yeah,
of this
get on the same page. You go
Absolutely.
home, you got some things that now you can sort of play together with.
Right.
Okay, and this is why I like to do a lot of the videos when we actually show different participants here, is because everybody's really interested. There's so many things to learn. Okay, now you go home, and now you could go ahead and actually try different types of therapies for 2 weeks. Okay, and you can go ahead and start to do, maybe, again, depending on what you're trying to do. But if you want to go ahead and lose some more weight, you start to go ahead and fast again, 2 days a week. You've already went ahead and fasted now a long time.
Right.
So it's easy to go ahead and do a 2 day a week fast. depending on what you're truly trying to get to. But
we're getting ready to leave, so he was putting on his clothes, the one that he came in, and he's like, okay, the shirt is too loose, the shirt is like, I don't know, 3 sizes bigger. And then the pants, we did a few days ago, we did the picture, he can literally put, like on those infomercials on TV, he can pull the belt, he can pull the whole wrist in between his pants and his belt. I'm like, OMG, this is cool. I mean, he haven't looked this good like in 20 years. And I'm not saying he doesn't look that great right now. I'm just saying it's
he's 10 years
incredible.
younger. 10 years younger. And the whole idea is you lose inflammation, and it changes not only the way you feel, but the way you look. Okay? Right. And so when you really, know that pretty much every disease is starting its way when you have inflammation. And so when you stop eating, okay, and that's not easy to do. You got to be in a good place to be able to have everybody sort of do the same thing you're doing, okay, and dry yourself out. Drying yourself out is not easy. Okay, think of that. Drying yourself out, not eating for a day, you guys can't even do that. Not eating for 2 days, that's heroic. Not eating for a week. So how long did you fast this time for?
Almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And what kind of food did you have in 2 weeks?
Just water.
Just water.
Mineralized water.
Okay. So you have to really understand, inflammation is going to give you a new life, and it may not be the one you want. And when you lose inflammation, I already know what it's going to do. It's going to give you a brand new life, is because you look in the mirror and you say, "Geez, I feel younger again, and I look younger." And when you go back, everyone's going to say, "What'd you do?"
Exactly.
What'd you do? Huh?
Exactly. I would like to thank you, Dr. Cassar, and the entire staff and the entire academy and retreat for taking us. It was an incredible journey. I really enjoyed it. I came here open-minded and did not had any big expectations. I didn't know what to expect, but I wanted to have experience because I saw how my wife changed after this retreat, what she went in July, and she came back full of energy. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen her full of energy for quite a long time, and it was. I was happy.
Cooking.
I was happy. Just like I just was excited because I cannot. Just if close one, the one who you love, and they always in fatigue and feel not good and just feel down, and nothing you can do, whatever you want to do, show them love and caring, but it doesn't bring them up. She came back and she said, "Let's do it." And I said, like, great. Just like, that's what I'm missing. Just like, let's do it. And I want to be supportive of her, and I would like to learn a lot of things. And we've been, I will say, relatively conscious and knowledgeable and aware of what's going on in the metrics. Mm-hmm. And I would like to say, this place incredible that help you to unwind from all this craziness in the world, your duties of the work, your duties of the family. It helps you to concentrate on yourself. Last time when you concentrate on yourself, I don't remember, because I have to, okay, they're busy, this, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna fit something in here. It never happens. And to be on the retreat, and thank you for putting this together, it takes amount of lot of strength and resources to put such a great experience together. And I will say, just it's a privilege to be here, Dr. Cassar, and to know you personally. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I learned a lot of stuff from you. Just I heard some things, I learned something, but to have experience with you, it put a different perspective and really, really make my knowledge sharper and better, because I experienced with you, and your research is incredible. I really admire it and what you do. And ladies and gentlemen, this guy is a walking encyclopedia, if I may say that. Okay?
Okay.
And he does the research 24/7, and he doesn't do the benefit for him, he does benefit for all of us. And this main thing, when any human being sharing their knowledge with somebody else, that's so valuable, because everybody else try to hide it. So, and I appreciate it, Doc.
And it takes lots of courage for anybody to come up here, and Yeva came up and she went ahead and actually, did the first layer, goes back, right? It goes back, and now she's going to change everything.
Right. Together.
Together. So to me, see, what happens is when people detox together, they stay together. If one person detoxes in the family, you know what I've seen? They fall apart. It's because they come home sometimes with a different ideology. They want to clean up themselves, but then again, the matrix is so busy, you don't have time sometimes to be able to even spend the time to be able to put the time not only into yourself, but you got to learn. It's not just, just somebody telling you something to do. You have to, someone in the family, okay, usually changes the rest of the family if they're the ones first that go through this dry out. And this dry out, like I tell you, the best thing anybody could do is to really take a break from the world that is spinning by you so fast, so you could really spend just a few minutes on yourself, okay, and look into the world that you just came from, and you can see that stress, okay, it's not only going to kill you, but you do need a vacation, okay, but it's a detox vacation. That's the one that lasts, because when you go home now, you're sort of like on vacation, okay, in your mind, is because now you're going to really step up to maybe, learning some of the things that you, didn't even want to learn before, and putting action to it. So, you guys, one last word for you. I just wanted to say, these guys have courage, and this is great when you have a relationship come up here. We've had fathers, daughters, families even come up, but the best people that I really see, because it's good to keep family together, and if you really learn together and you go through this is a hard experience to go through too. If you really go through these experiences, then you build your relationship, is what I found, way better. You guys are like two monkeys now. You can pick each other's fleas off each other because you're learning things together, versus she comes home and she's trying to teach somebody and maybe they don't have time, or they just don't even want to look into it just because. So I congratulate you guys, because to husband and wife, any relationship, always, I've seen, become stronger when they really go through something that is just not easy to do, which of course is to dry yourself out of all your addictions, dry yourself out sometimes of all your petty, stupid stuff that the other side of the world goes ahead and actually just keeps building up and building up. Just like toxicity builds up, stress builds up, okay, I call it buffoonery builds up. All the things we're doing, we know we don't have to do, okay, as much when we go home now, because we have a little more critical thinking. So when you leave here, you do have more critical thinking now.
I would like to do a small testimony of what was my journey through this 14-day fast. My wife said just have a strong will, because it was not bother me that much, but it was a challenge. I tried to make it very easy to be appear from outside, and because we in a group of people would like to encourage each other and support each other, and it's very helpful. And to be with somebody who just really cares for you, it's incredible. So I exactly agree with the Dr. Cassar. Just if you can come with your significant other, with a spouse, with a girlfriend with whom you want to live forever, do it together, because it's incredibly bonding us together, because we can see the things more closely and have ability to discuss things what we couldn't have ability to discuss this at home. Because as Dr. Cassar was correct, we don't have time. And time is invaluable. And I lost 25 pounds through this journey. And this is my second day of going out of the fast. And I try to do very slow. And I'm still remaining 25 pounds down. And I'm gonna keep it. I'm looking great. Feeling good. Thank you, Doc. Thank you for your staff. And yes, this is incredible journey, incredible place. One of the best places in the world. Everybody, I can say, you can see the ocean, you can see the mountains, you can see the beautiful green jungle, and nothing bothers you here. And you connected with the nature. The program what Academy has for people who would go through it helps to build up the stamina, build the mind, build the strength, because it's all in our mind. The strength is in our mind, the willpower. And thank you again, Dr. Cassar.
You're welcome.
Thank you, staff, and thank you guys for make this journey so easy and colorful and enjoyable and incredibly unforgettable. Me and my wife really appreciate you, Doc.
We appreciate and respect.
All the stuff, the yoga instructors, the masseuses,
Dr. Nick.
And medical staff, Dr. Nick, everybody, because they did beyond what they can to accommodate everybody individual needs. It was really, even a group effort, it was felt like it's individual effort as well. So never felt better being in a group of very incredible different people with a different philosophy, different minds, and in the same time we've been one. So we are the one. So I want to say thank you, Doc, to be part of you and your family. I appreciate it.
These guys, like I said, what a beautiful thing to be able to see not only people lose weight, not only people look like they're younger, but maybe sort of like what he was talking about, bonding again. You got together for a reason. You were bonded. And then the system does pull people away. You get different toxicities, she gets different toxicities, you have all these different things, and then when you come to some type of a place where you could actually really go through, because it takes a good 2 weeks for you to really dry out. And it's not easy. Just think of it. 2 weeks, you did a 14-day fast. What was the hardest time of the fast?
Day 4.
Day 4.
Day 4.
Okay. And you saw everybody else going through it, so that did help too, right?
Right.
Okay,
because people wanted to quit. A lot of people wanted to quit, and just we pull through it.
Okay, so just even starting a 1-day fast at home is really good for you to really see if you can, think about doing a further fast. Did you ever fast before?
No.
Again, see?
Never.
14 days, he just came here, he's a newbie. So, and of course, Yeva, she's the one that brought him here because of...
Thank you.
Yeah, all of the things, of course, that positively changed in her life, and she brought it back to husband. Husband is going to go back now and maybe change some minds when he gets home too.
Right.
Of other people. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much, and they're going home today, and your journey is just beginning again.
Right, just beginning.
Sort of like you got married again.
Right, the honeymoon.
Yeah,
That's how I
like,
called it. Let's go to honeymoon in Hawaii.
Yeah, no, it's
Here
just
we
like
go.
it's bonding again.
Yeah.
And marriage is nothing more than companionship in many ways, and there's nothing better than, like I said, to go through something that's torturous, okay,
Yes.
and grow from there. Yeah, tear yourself down and then grow from there, brand new again. Okay, guys, let's give them the alohas.
Aloha.
And we'll see you next time. All right, aloha.
Aloha.